There is a difference between believing in yourself and believing that the world owes you everything. Marty Supreme is not about table tennis, it is about a man who mistakes talent for enlightenment and calls it greatness.
How do you live?
Well, I live with the confidence if I believe in myself, the money will follow.
Marty Supreme, directed by Josh Safdie, is often mistaken for a sports drama or even a rise and fall story, but it is neither. Rather, it is a character study of narcissism, unchecked ambition, and the dangerous lie that talent should grant you shortcuts. Marty Supreme is moral, emotional, and human. This is not a redemption story, it is a diagnosis. This film belongs to a tradition of cinema obsessed with men who moves too fast to think, men who replace morality with momentum, men who confuse obsession with destiny. The film doesn't ask, is Marty talented? It asks something more uncomfortable, like when talent convinces someone that the rules are optional.
I have to, because I'm gonna step up.
Step up.
I'm gonna step up in a way you can't even imagine.
Marty Mauser, played by Timothée Chalamet, is a Lower East Side shoe salesman with extraordinary table tennis talent. His skills matter less than what he thinks skills entitles him to. Marty doesn't experience life, rather he frames it. Every action he takes is justified by a story he tells himself, like I am different, or I deserve exceptions, or I am the chosen one. Film essays often talk about protagonists who are unreliable narrators, but Marty is worse. He is a reliable liar, especially to himself. He wants speed, access, power, and forgiveness without apology. Marty is not confused about who he is very certain, and sometimes certainty is far more dangerous than doubt.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
One of the film's most disturbing achievement is how casually Marty treats harm. He treats enlightenment as his ideology and not as his flaw. For example, he sleeps with a married woman and gets her pregnant, and when she demands accountability, he doesn't panic, rather he calculates. His logic is terrifyingly modern, and he is so sure about pulling out that he considers himself innocent and therefore free from any further consequences in the matter. This is not denial, this is entitlement dressed up as reason. Later in the film, when Marty sleeps with an actress far older than him, the film strips the act of romance entirely, and he sleeps with her not out of desire but domination. Sex becomes a power transaction and people become proof. Marty doesn't seek connection, he just seeks confirmation. The belief that other people only exist to confirm your importance is the Marty's real addiction.
I gotta tell you something, Rachel, alright? It's not intended to be mean. I have a purpose. You don't. And if you think that's some sort of blessing, it's not. It puts me at a huge life disadvantage. It means I have an obligation to see a very specific thing through. And with that obligation comes sacrifice, okay?
Marty insists he's the best table tennis player in the world. Not because he has proven it, rather he hasn't won anything significant or a big championship. But he keeps believing it to keep his self-image intact. He cannot tolerate losing, he has to win at any cost, because losing introduces doubt, and doubt threatens the myth he created for himself. But here's where that film becomes truly interesting. Marty is not incompetent, he is resourceful, he is relentless, and basically he is a jugadu. The film suggests that greatness, when pursued without reflection, doesn't elevate a person, rather it empties them. If you have seen Safdie brother older films like Good Time or Uncut Gems, the structure will feel familiar. Safdie films are built on forward motion. In these films, characters don't stop because stopping means thinking and thinking means reckoning.
Well, I'll tell you what I know. It's the dumbest fucking bet I ever heard of.
I disagree.
Unlike Uncut Gems, which weaponized chaos, Marty Supreme feels colder. In Marty Supreme, the chaos feels more deliberate. There are less panic attack situations in the film, unlike Uncut Gems or Good Time. Rather, in Marty Supreme, we see situations that feels more like slow suffocation. The camera follows Marty like an accomplice, the editing refuses stillness, and the background score pulses like a heartbeat that never slows. In Safdie brother films, momentum is not excitement, rather it's avoidance. Timothée Chalamet delivers one of the most unsettling performances of his career as Marty Supreme.
I'm something of a performer too.
Are you?
Yeah, you don't believe me? You what? What?
Not because it's loud, but because it's empty. Timothée Chalamet plays the charismatic and narcissistic nature of Marty with an apt precision. He shows confidence without empathy. He is a talented table tennis player, but a cunning and selfish human being. Timothée plays Marty as a man who never looks inward, a man whose self-belief has calcified into narcissism. Even in the moments of vulnerability, Marty is not performing for others, but for the story he tells himself. The film has its limitations as well, especially in its treatment of woman character. Rachel, played by Odessa, played an important role to the story, but it still somehow feels disconnected to the main plot of the film. While Rachel gained narrative weight later, most female characters exist only in the relation to Marty's ambition. They are the consequences and not participants. The ending of the film doesn't punish its protagonist, but it doesn't absolve him either. Instead, it leaves him and us exposed. The film's final statement is quiet but devastating that greatness pursued without accountability leads not to triumph but isolation. The cost is not failure, the cost is becoming unreachable. Marty Supreme is not interested in the mythology of sporting greatness. It is far more concerned with the psychology of entitlement and the damage caused when talent is mistaken for moral exemption.